In 1933, a man was born that would grow up to challenge the boundaries of what the human race thought was possible with their minds. His groundbreaking experiments with remote viewing would grab the attention of the scientific community and even a government agency. Ooh. Today, we'll explore his life, his research, his early research, and the profound impact he had on the field of parapsychology. His research even reached out to the unknown when he remotely viewed a planet in our solar system. Now, did Ingo Swann really possess mind-projecting abilities? Or was this all just one big scam? Well, sit back, relax, and let's dive into Ingo Swann, Part 1, Minds Unleashed.
So going squatching.
We're going squatching, bitches.
Welcome back to Don't Touch My Sasquatch podcast. We're your host. I'm Josh.
I continue to be Lennon.
Now, before we get going,
Okay.
I want to say,
Yeah.
I think this is the episode that you're enjoying Cancun, the beautiful Cancun,
Pretty sure it is.
and you're going to Chichen Itza.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know? What day you're going?
I don't.
Well, I hope you're having a great time while you're there. I'm thinking of you right now. I really am. A little jealous. Send lots of pictures.
I shall.
We'll hear all about it, not next episode or the episode after that, because, well, we're recording ahead.
Yes.
Like, far ahead.
a little stint.
A little bit. But let's just want to get that out of the way. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
And
Thank you.
welcome home, even though you're not home yet.
I'll be very tan on the episode following.
Maybe. I thought the same thing when I went to Mexico, and I was like, I'm still a ghost.
Dope.
But you have better skin than I.
Oh.
You cocoa butter that shit up, don't you?
Sure
don't
do.
you? Cocoa butter. Anyways.
Well,
Also, great game last night. Great game.
Great game as well.
Yeah. Little pew, 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 pew.
It was incredible.
It was. Thank you, Orion. Great job planning that bachelor party.
Fuck yeah. Well, folks, let's talk about it. What is remote viewing? Well,
Oh, it's when you go and watch TV.
it is. Remotely.
Remotely.
Well, folks, that is our episode again.
Peace.
Some people are born with the ability to wiggle their ears. Some people are born double jointed, but others are born with extraordinary abilities that may harness the full potential of the brain. These people possess an ability which is called extrasensory perception, or ESP for short.
Beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
have the ability to make my hoo-ha move.
Oh, just clench.
Clench. Ha! There it is.
Now, ESP was first coined by a parapsychology researcher in 1934 called J.B. Rhine.
Oh, I've heard of Ryan's Institute. Is he the founder? Well, let's find out. I'll shut up. Let me just shut up.
You're good. ESP is basically a clairvoyant ability, one which allows the individual to use their mind to access information on the future, present, the distant, and anywhere in between if they tap into this sensory ability in their brain. Yes. The information is not learned by the individual by the basic 5 senses, but by a 6th sense, ESP.
Yes, sir.
Extrasensory perception. For centuries,
I did that, by the way. The light flicker there, I did that with my
it
mind.
was pretty incredible. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
For centuries, many civilizations and religions have described people within that possess these gifts, and many of these accounts are very similar in how they use them or how they harness them. In Indian yogic lore, it is said that the first of the Ashta Siddhis, or psychic powers, acquired by a serious yoga practitioner is the ability
Is the bee.
is the bee.
The bee's knees, baby.
You bend your body into a bee and you can fly. Is the ability of, quote, obtaining knowledge of the small, the hidden, or distant by directing the light of super physical.
There's something blowing up outside.
Jesus, there's a lot of ruckus out there. I was really focusing my super physical light.
I saw that.
This is described in aphorism 3.26 of Patanjali's work Yoga Sutras from 400 BC.
Yep, that went over my head. But good job. Good
There's
job.
a lot of words
Research.
Got him.
Oh, drinky. Drinky done. Don't spitty.
Drink complete. Through the use of ESP, an individual is able to, quote unquote, remote view a place at a certain time of their choosing. The Sci Encyclopedia defines remote viewing as such. Remote viewing is the term of art for a series of non-local consciousness formalized protocols in which an individual is asked to provide detailed information about a person, place, object, or event, which information they should not be able to know by reason of their being shielded from it by time, space, or both.
All the above.
All of the above. Usually, remote viewing is achieved after the individual. After the individual.
Sorry, it's a lot of reading. I get it.
It is.
Just wait till next episode.
It's a Lennon episode, folks.
It's all good. Well, that is good. I like it.
Thank you.
Because I get to sit and just
And break the shit.
Proceed. Yeah, break the shit.
Usually, remote viewing is achieved after the individual is given a prompt, such as being asked by someone what they have concealed in their hand behind their back, or the famous scene in Ghostbusters when Venkman is holding cards with shapes on them turned away.
Ace of Diamonds.
Yes, from the two people attempting to receive through ESP the shape on the card.
London, what is in my hand?
A mouse.
Nothing. Shit.
I didn't focus hard enough.
A mouse. You can see that.
Let me go again.
All right. All right. What is in my hand?
I can't say that.
A mouse.
Oh, shit. See, I was looking in the future.
Ah, yes. Yes, a disc golf. Disc.
Ooh, plastic disc and
Oh,
some
we're
chains.
scatting again. Huh? Every episode, we got to scat a little.
Scat.
Scat is in like that kind of scat, not scat is in shit.
Bear scat.
Bear scat.
This bear's been here recently. From Ryan and his colleagues in the 1930s, I should say, the research into ESP and remote viewing ability, was studied and measured through a series of basic tests, random number guessing, dice rolls, and, as in Ghostbusters, card naming.
Yes.
But in the 1960s, it was exhausted and found to be very boring and repetitive, as it was for the last 30 years.
Right.
Remote viewing offered more freedom to explore the gifts of ESP and was a new way of testing the ability and to hone it in. Remote viewing allowed for the individuals to not guess the same 1 through 6 number or same suit of card, but now they were able to explore places and time with their mind, searching for things like a metaphysical scavenger hunt.
That'd be awesome.
It would be.
I kind of want to learn how to do it if mere mortals can learn it.
That or just like astral projection. I don't know if that's the same thing.
It kind of is.
But that's more
part
so.
two will kind of, well, we won't get into it, but yeah.
Okay.
I think in the book that I talk about, he talks about that is it kind of is like astral
All right,
projection.
now's a good time to talk about
Yeah, go ahead.
this.
All right. I was thinking we were going to save this for my part, but go ahead, please. I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if it's quite astral projection, but have you ever...
Okay, we're good. We're not talking about the book then.
No. What is it called when you can control your dream?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
I can't remember. Lucid dreaming.
Yeah, there it is.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got fascinated with the idea one time of having a lucid dream where you can literally do anything and control your dream because it's all in your mind.
Yes.
So I watched a YouTube video or read something on how to do it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try it. So what you do is
I'm excited.
You lay down super still. Have I ever told you this story?
You haven't.
Okay.
This is new to me.
So you lay down super still in your bed and you put your arms along at your sides flat and you lay on your back.
That's going to be hard for me to do because every time I lay down flat on my back in my bed, my hands kind of just gravitate towards the center of my body.
Oh.
Naughty. Just kidding.
Anyway, so you lay down like that, and so I can't remember the exact prompts of what you're supposed to think of, but if I remember right, it was like you just imagine energy radiating from the center of your body,
Okay.
and just slowly moving out in an even pattern, circular pattern, away from the center, out through all of your appendages, all the way out to your toes and fingers.
Nice.
And you just picture this as you lay there with no sound in the dark. Just blank stare on it.
I like this so far.
It's supposed to keep your mind focused to stay awake, your mind, but your body to sleep. And then you'll enter the lucid dreaming state where your mind's awake, but your body's asleep.
Okay, this is incredible, and I want to try it now. But what was your experience?
But
Oh, that's a mean but.
it also says that if you feel your body vibrating, you know that you're about to enter the lucid dreaming state.
Okay, that's good.
I was not prepared for the aggression of vibration that would happen, and I felt like I was, I'm an electrician, I've been electrocuted before. I felt like I was getting electrocuted, and it started to freak me out. And then I realized, hey, my arms aren't moving when I want them to, and I started to panic.
That's almost like a, what we always talk about.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
I entered into voluntary sleep paralysis. I started freaking out, and I was I had to do everything I could to wake myself up because my mind was awake, so I did the classic thing I do to wake myself out of it.
Yeah.
And since then, I have not tried it, but it freaked the shit out of me. And I know that if I had just probably gone a little bit further, I would have been in the lucid dream state.
You were, at first, new experience, scared. But now you know what to expect. Go to the next stage. Maybe it'll scare you again, and you just keep going.
Yes.
But it's kind of what I did with, oh man, what's that thing?
Yeah.
Kicked your ass on the goddamn quizzes.
Sure fucking did.
Well, actually, it was only 2 episode quizzes I kicked your ass. Cryptic quizzes, we just fucking... It was lucky. It was lucky.
It was luck on those.
There was no memories there.
So anyway, yes, lucid dreaming. Try it if you're not.
I'm going to try it now. Tonight.
Yeah?
I am.
There's just watch and read some videos.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I will. Yeah.
But the thought of the idea of having that ability is fascinating.
On my phone, I actually have a lot of side tangents. Sorry, on my phone, real quick, I actually have some stuff on how to, like,
astral project.
Not astral project, but yeah, whatever, remote view stuff and everything. I'm trying to learn how to. Or also, there's a video we have never talked about this topic. Maybe someday we will. Where you can like tap into the knowledge of other stuff and like, yeah, it's kind of like the same thing. But anyways, please proceed with our. Are we still on Ryan or are we on Ingo now?
We're not on Ingo yet.
Okay, sorry.
We're also
Please
not
proceed.
on Ryan.
Oh, we've moved past that.
It's all good. But the new researchers found protocols. Sorry,
that's a hell of a protocol.
But the new But the new researchers found protocols and tests that could measure these abilities and study them systematically, not symmetrically.
All the above.
Systematically, just as the basic worn-out test from 30 years prior had. In 1970, a book titled Psychic Discoveries Behind the Iron Curtain by Sheila Ostrander and Lynn Schroeder was published, revealing the hidden research being done by the Soviets to investigate and utilize these people with abilities for the greater good of their country.
Beautiful, thank you.
You're welcome. This, however, caught the eye of the CIA, and thus began their research and harnessing of the gifted few for their gains.
Sir?
But before we get into the CIA's investigation and tests,
Yes, sir.
let's talk about the man himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to build a pyramid, paint some paintings, and start a revolution. Get ready for Lenin's History Corner.
Beautiful.
It was. It wasn't the wrong button at all.
What are you talking about? That's definitely cut. So, enter Ingo Swann. Ingo Swann was born on September 14th of 1933 in Telluride, Colorado.
Telluride? Isn't that a song? Who cares? Let's go.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little...
Not what I was singing, but all right. I think
thought that's where you were
Telluride.
going.
Telluride, I think, is a country song, but I'm not a country dude, so.
I ain't either. It's a type of vehicle.
All right.
Swann earned a... We're just analyzing everything with words.
All right.
Swann earned a double bachelor's degree in art and biology at Westminster College in Salt Lake City before serving in the U.S. Army for 3 years in Korea.
Oh, I didn't know he served in the Army.
Yes, 3 years. In Korea, I've heard.
Oh.
I've heard. After returning from service, he moved to New York City, where he worked between 1958 and 1969 at the Secretariat of the United Nations.
Secretariat of the United Nations.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I didn't know he worked there. That something happens in part 2 that he describes that he references that building.
I thought you were just like jumping at the name Secretariat like the horse.
No, fuck the horse.
He's like, Secretariat. Woo! I've heard that one.
He won. Chew.
During this time, he also pursued an art career. Normal things like ethereal paintings and erotic fiction.
Like double penetration. That joke will be made next week.
It shall be. His career in the Pharaohs. Nope.
His career in the Pharaohs.
That's not nearly what I wrote nor wanted to say. His career in the parapsychology world took off in 1969, but he dipped his toes in it throughout his life after having a few psychic events during his childhood, which led him to believe he may have latent abilities after all. After all.
I like... That's a weird noise. Yeah.
I can't even do it. Between 1970 and 1970 Swann. A lot of reading today,
1970
folks.
Swan.
Between
What year is that? It's the year of the swan.
in July 9 of 1970 Swann.
July not.
Between 1970 and 1971, Swann would conduct experiments with researcher Cleve Baxter.
And Cleve would say, "Stop looking at me, Swan."
Swann, in an effort to influence plants with their mental abilities.
Oh, I know this.
Do you? After a polygraph machine was hooked up to a plant's leaves, the test would begin. Swann would visualize in his mind different scenarios of harm or good done to the plant to trigger a response.
Fire, acid,
Exactly
love,
those
hugging.
scenarios of harm. And it would come...
Great place to pause. And it would come.
I did smaller words this time, and it isn't helping. And it would come in the way of perturbations. Perturbations.
Okay. I don't know that word. Be honest with you.
I'm pretty sure it's measurement on the polygraph because after perturbations, I measured on the polygraph, which suggested a stress response from the plant.
Gotcha.
Things such as visualizing the plant on fire would cause such results on the machine to be recorded from the plant. But over time, the plant seemed to learn that there was in fact no active threat on itself, and therefore the stress response would lessen and lessen. To combat this, a new stressor was visualized, such as dropping acid on the plant's leaves, and again the stress level would register at an all-time high on the polygraph before fading away yet again and yet again.
Two things.
Okay.
First, perturbations. Anxiety, mental uneasiness.
Okay.
That's what the definition is. Second thing, the plant learned that there was no threat.
Yes.
I think that's pretty incredible, personally.
It was super stressed at the initial, and every time it went less and less and less, as if it realized there's no actual physical threat.
So it's almost like it kind of has some kind of, I don't know, consciousness.
Yes.
So all you people not eating animals because they have consciousness, guess what? Plants do too. What are you eating now?
Yeah, you are consuming oxygen.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but then as soon as a new one was introduced, it was again the same exact thing.
Oh, so it learned it, and then a new, or this time it's a fire or something. And then okay. All right.
Yeah. So the test culminated in Baxter and Swann coming to the conclusion that Josh and I just did, that plants must possess some kind of consciousness.
Oh.
Other tests he participated in involved experiments in which he would alter the electrical conductivity of graphite samples with his psychic abilities. Now, some of these tests that he was part of were super scientific, super mathematical, and super big-ass words.
That's all right.
Another involved a pressurized gas in small canisters. In this experiment, instruments collected data on electrons released from excited gases in a small canister. This was the instrument used to measure the data in this test. It acted in the same way as a Geiger counter measures for radioactivity.
Gotcha.
So, excited gas, release of electrons, instrument measures the excited gas. I'm so proud of your maturity for holding it together through saying excited gas.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Now that you mention that, I'm going to just leave that joke on the table. Please proceed.
Swann successfully caused spikes in the levels of electrons produced from these gases upon his thought commands. Another test and demonstration of his psychic abilities and development. Around the same time, he participated in an experimental photo session where the photographer...
Where he was naked.
Maybe.
Maybe. I like that response. Whoa.
I hit everything.
It's all good.
I've shuffled sideways. Should be a lot of alterations in
It
these
will be.
cameras.
I don't know what's going on with them, but
Around the same time he participated, I said, where the photographer's goal was to capture on film a visual representation
Of his
of
penis.
the psychic abilities at play and his penis no, at play with a subject in a dark room.
what was he expecting to like photograph though?
He would have them use their psychic abilities in a
Right.
dark room,
Right.
take a picture, and he was hoping to photograph their psychic abilities on a visual scale.
Okay, was he successful at any rate?
Well, it is alleged that Swann's photo showed a luminous ball floating above his head.
Oh,
And this was the confirmation that Swann needed that he did in fact possess abilities.
that's actually kind of incredible.
It is cool.
I want to know if this photo is available.
I don't know. Everything I saw said it was alleged or supposedly, so I don't know if anyone's ever
You say a
confirmed.
legend? Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
Oh.
And supposedly. So I don't know if anything's ever... You could, see what you can find. I mean, maybe it would be cool. I'd like to see it. It did not look...
Great thing about this episode is I could just tap over here.
Josh,
and you
can you
just
pull that
keep
up
doing
real
it.
quick?
Pretty lies, damn it. No, I got nothing.
Sweet little
I,
lies.
I got a nice picture of Ingo Swann. That's about it.
Well,
What the fuck is this?
I don't know if I want to know.
Okay, it doesn't show like pecker or anything like that, but it shows. It shows. It's like a picture
Okay.
in a box,
Okay.
and it literally looks like a male or a female from behind naked, and they're spreading their cheeks.
Do you see like asshole and all?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's
Gender neutral. But here's the thing: every gender has an asshole.
they sure do.
Anyway, that's fantastic. It might have been one of his arts because he did pursue art quite a bit.
Well, I didn't type in his name. It's okay. I'll get it on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip with Ingo Swann
Suck the dick.
asshole.
It's not Ingo Swann.
No, it's not his.
Okay, I was about to say it's not him.
It's not his asshole.
It's somebody else's.
You're getting excited for nothing.
Where are you at?
Who?
You.
I'm on episode
No.
56.
I got you. And I will delete this in a second.
Hey, there you are.
And there I am. Oh. I didn't copy it. I saved it. Dumb fuck.
Damn it. All that. I got an asshole saved on my screen.
Now you see what I mean?
The fuck?
That's what popped up. That is.
Oh, boy.
See what I mean? Like, you can't see anything, but.
Shit. Yeah, could have done without that in my life.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll show you more assholes later.
Well, during this time between 1971 and 1973,
Yeah.
he was introduced to and worked closely with the American Society for Psychical Research.
Yes.
Or the American Society for Psychical Research.
Oh.
I never said ASPR.
That's okay.
So, here he would participate in more experiments and tests which propelled his psychic prowess even further.
It's kind of like a muscle. You strengthen it by using it more.
Exactly.
I like
He was tested on his psychic abilities first by Gertrude Schmeidler.
Fuck, I thought it was Groot. By Groot.
They were testing for PK abilities, as they referred to it as.
Penalty kick?
PK, yes. PK, proud of you, standing for psychokinetic abilities.
Gotcha. Psychokinesis.
Yes, kinesis.
Or chinesis, as some dum-dums say.
As a
Early on in our fucking team.
early on. I don't remember how far back.
It was during episode 4 or 5 on Amityville House.
Yes,
I think it was 5.
psychokinesis.
Go check it out, because that was good times. Good times.
Good times.
Glad
Much-
we've grown since
Much
then.
different, us.
Yeah, very much
It's been a
different.
minute since we've called out how shitty we were.
But it was entertaining, nonetheless.
Nonetheless. One of the first tests Swann participated in was a test involving the manipulation, or more so changing of the temperature, of a graphite sample within an insulated thermos.
Gotcha.
As a set of controls for the experiment, the instructions were for Swann to alternate between changing the temperature within the insulated thermos on hot and cold alternation.
Gotcha.
So he all he had to do was just alternate between hot and cold for the
hot,
test.
cold. So we
He
know
had to
that you're doing
increase
it.
increase the heat temperature, and then decrease it down to less than its normal
Right.
state.
Right.
Meaning that if the original instruction was for him to increase the temperature and it raised and kept on raising, it could be seen as a natural progression of heat buildup within, and vice versa.
It is a.
You're bueno.
Sorry about that. It is a measurable test.
And a control to
So-
see the.
Got it.
Yes. But on the alternating instruction, it would be more clearly seen as the result of PK manipulation of the graphite sample. It is also noted that the scale of the effect he had on the temperature did not vary by distance, which was already set at 25 foot from Swann, but more so by psychological variables, another indication of his PK abilities at play.
So it doesn't matter how far or close it is. It
Yes.
just mattered on mental state.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
I'm the one to dumb it down over here. He's got it.
He began to dip his toes into the mind-out-of-body world of PK abilities at the American Society for Psychical Research as well. He was subject...
Poor guy. Just say ASPR.
The ASPR. American...
Yeah, ASPR.
Asper.
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 Eh.
Asper.
We're just going to keep screaming. Louder and louder.
Asper.
Aspart! He was subject to a test in which he would attempt to project his consciousness into a sealed box placed on a platform a few feet above his head and discern what was within the sealed box, whether it be an object or a shape or anything really.
Right.
He was monitored.
It's dark in here.
Oh,
I can't see
spoilers.
anything.
Spoilers. He was monitored by researchers and instruments that would measure for movement from Swann in any way. Time and time again, he would succeed in describing the contents within the box.
Mm-hmm.
In one test, when asked what was within the box, he accurately described it as being dark. This was notable because the light bulb placed within was out, a fact that he told the researchers himself without him knowing or being able to find out the information prior to the test.
It's dark in this box. I guess it doesn't work all the time. No, it's dark because there's a light bulb that's out.
Yes, they had no idea
It's
the light bulb
basically
was
that-
blown.
It was basically like that, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. He was so influential at Asper.
And Christmas. Incredible is what I meant to say. In Christmas.
In Christmas, we trust.
It's about 6 months away. Let's not rush it.
Yes. And one, he was so influential.
It's our musical time.
He was so influential at ASPR that between 1972 and 1973, he even began helping them to develop experimental protocols that tested for the existence of a mind dynamic process that would strengthen ESP abilities.
Incredible.
So he's starting to become more influential in the creation and development and research of these
Right.
abilities
So-
for the country, for everybody, really.
Right. So now he's creating exercises to do to strengthen that.
Exactly.
Again, like a muscle.
Because
I like
he's very
this.
strong with this. He's strong with the force.
Oh, speaking of the Force, we got to fight alongside old Obi-Wan
That was
yesterday.
incredible.
That was instead of strippers, we got you Obi-Wan for your bachelor party.
It was the greatest bachelor party ever. Never forget that. Oh, he was so influential in these times.
For the Republic!
Oh, shit. Yes, he did scream that. Yeah, he was so influential in these times.
Not Obi-Wan, we're talking about Ingo again.
Ingo, yes. That with the help of Dr. Carlos Osis, that's a name I wrote but never read out loud.
Carlos Osis.
No, Carlos.
Carlos Osis.
Dr. Carlos Osis.
Okay.
Dr. Janet Mitchell. Dr. Gertrude Schmeidler. He created the term remote viewing.
Oh, yeah.
He coined it. The ability described by them for an individual to view a target from a distance that in the future tests would become a very broad generalization for time and space.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now, from Asper, in 1972, Ingo Swann became involved with the psychic research being done at the Stanford Research Institute or
SRI. Ooh.
But the research being conducted at SRI was actually a government-funded project by the CIA, led by Dr. H.E. Puthoff.
That's really putting off.
Listen here, motherfuckers. From now on, I want everybody to be addressed by their first initial, middle initial, then last name. Mr. At my wedding, my wife's making the cards today
Yeah,
for names, and I'm going to make sure she does that for all of us.
I like it. I can't say our last name, but Lennon will bleep it out. So my name is J.A.
Yeah.
There's a little bleep in the...
Lord J.A.
I forgot about... I never mentioned that, and I forgot the certificate. I bought some land in Scotland. I am now officially a lord. Yeah, you don't salute a lord. You bow to a lord.
We are your humble servants.
Yes. Now go fetch me some tea.
No. I have so many T's here. Do you? You have no idea.
I have a big case T, a lowercase t, a squiggly line T, a cursive T.
A cursive one is a fancy one. That took me a while to acquire.
I have a Latin T.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll take the Latin one.
Dope. I had a weird dream last night.
Oh, we're back to dreams.
I was speaking Latin in my dream.
You sure it was Latin?
I don't know. We had a conversation with people in my dream where I was like, yeah, that was Latin. I mean, it wasn't that blunt. It wasn't that blunt, but
it was Latin.
I think it was reading like something on a wall and it was in Latin. I was like, that means this. It was a weird dream.
Christo.
It was actually really weird. I was exploring like this weird like campus of like from like the 1700s that was like still a modern day like university.
Yeah.
It was really strange. I don't get it because I was doing electrical work in there too.
We'll analyze this in another time.
Somebody who analyzes dreams, help me.
Oh, I have a dream. I'm not going to tell you about it. It's not bad or anything. It's just long.
The other night I had a dream my wife was
Incredible.
driving a bus through the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot.
Well, she's a bus driver now.
Apparently, I don't get it. Oh.
Well, my dream.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell it.
Okay.
All right, my dream was so I was in a hotel.
Sure.
Lived in the penthouse.
Penthole.
I lived in the penthole. I lived in the penthouse of a hotel. I don't know how you live there. Don't ask. It's a dream. It's weird.
Yeah.
This penthouse had windows all around,
Sure.
so you could see out. Some woman knocked on my door. I opened it up. She was talking to me. Down the hallway, I saw Janet walking down towards me. Got very jealous that I was talking to another woman. Then the next thing I know, you know how dreams go. All of a sudden, it like skips forward, but it doesn't feel like it skipped forward. It's just natural. And we're all in the room. No, nothing weird and funny business is happening. We're all in the room talking. I can't remember what's happening, but there's a big flash from behind me and a boom. I look out. A UFO just crashed. And what came out of the UFO was this monkey-looking man, and it was attacking all the police and killing them.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. And then the next thing I know, this monkey motherfucking thing is outside our window.
Okay.
And it's like banging on the window. And I'm trying to shoot away because that's what you do with an alien. You
Go.
shoot.
Get out of here. You're on the penthouse level too.
And for some reason, I think I knocked on the window to try to scare it away. Again, a UFO just crashed.
Yeah.
With a monkey humanoid coming out of it. And I'm banging on a window like it's going to scare it away.
Yeah.
And then the glass like started shattering. And then I woke up. And that was my dream. Now, for you dream
Fantastic.
and analyzers, whatever. Tell me what the fuck that meant. It meant you're crazy.
Fucking great. I fucking love it. Oh, I've had some wild dreams. Dreams are incredible.
They
See,
are.
that's why I was like, I want to be able to control this. Because like all this shit that these wild dreams we have, where it's like, what if you had a conversation with that monkey Sasquatch alien thing? You know?
Right.
Like, what if you could be like,
Hey,
all of a
Jim
sudden-
Bob, why are you attacking us?
right? Like, or what if you could be like, yeah, fuck this, and then you just fly out the window and fly away. And now
Like
you're
Doctor Strange?
exactly. You just
I like
fly
it.
around over this city that your mind is building for itself,
With a alien
holding
monkey.
hands with the monkey man singing.
I believe I can fly.
A whole new world.
How do you build a spaceship? Can you tell me that? No. All right. I don't know what that means, but let's go.
Well, in 2 weeks, I want an update.
On what?
Sometime give me an update on your attempt at lucid dreaming, because I'm realizing none of this time frame is going to work.
Here's the time frame that'll work, okay? Over the next week, currently present here, me and you talking,
Yes.
I will try to do something. On episode 58, if anything happens, I will let you know. That is in a week for us, in 2 weeks for you listeners.
Beautiful.
Does that sound
sense.
good?
That makes
All right.
perfect sense.
I know our timelines are fucked up because of the wedding and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
who the fuck's got to get married? God
I'm
damn.
happy for you.
Someone's, yeah.
We're gonna make sure the podcast boys get some dapper fake gun photos back to back.
Oh, we're going to look fucking class.
Yeah, and then Orion just hurdling us over. Whee! And Orion over the moons. Moon.
It's almost like maybe there's something to do with the moon.
That's like a dead satellite. Nothing to see here, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I'm teasing it like the next episode.
It's coming up right now.
Well, the cool thing is I really do want to do an episode on the moon.
Oh, fuck yeah. I've got so many ideas about the moon. I'm sorry.
But it kind of goes...
Not like my ideas. I've got so many things about the moon that we'd like to talk about.
But, okay, this is part 1 of Ingo Swann. Part 2 of Ingo Swann. Spoiler, it talks about the moon a little bit.
Yeah.
By a little bit, I mean a lot. In that, I almost want to just do next week's episode on the fucking moon and just kind of have it all go, wee! I don't know why we.
It's up to you.
Well, let's finish it.
That was some business, dog.
All right, baby.
Dr. H.E. Puthoff was heading up the project. So Swann was invited to California, like Ted.
You're Ted now? Good man.
His ever-developing protocols and skills in remote viewing are best known for his work he did at SRI. Their goal of the project was to study a form of ESP which did not come involuntarily, but more so one that could be harnessed and channeled at will.
Yeah.
Something Ingo Swann had had previous success with in the past, with his out-of-body experience stuff, or the remote viewing as he eventually coined it.
Yes, sir.
The evolution of his prior research on out-of-body experiments, remote viewing, now had a place and team behind him to help produce a more developed and defined entity of ESP research.
That was like putting me in suspense.
The project was given 8 months, just 8 months, to produce a result.
Well, that was easy.
What?
He's already produced results.
He has, but the CIA only gave the SRI team 8 months. They said, we want 8 months from now, you need to give us some kind of result that we can justify continuing with this.
All right.
Because they had found out that the Soviets had been practicing it. Speaking of all this stuff, I wanted to mention it, but my ADD brain just remembered.
Yes,
have you ever seen the movie The Men Who Stare at Goats?
Never heard of it.
Fantastic movie. It's about the government practicing or doing projects with ESP. It's got George Clooney in it. A bunch of other people that I'm blanking on. But yeah, it's called The Men Who Stare at Goats, and it's incredible. It's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out then.
Yeah. I think it's obviously loosely based on the real tests and stuff that they conducted.
Dramatize and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So day in and day out, he participated in countless repetitive tests.
Yeah.
Repetitive tests that he described as making one grow bored of, and boredom only worsens the individual's psychic credibility and results.
You're right. So how are we gonna spice this up?
Spice what up?
Making it less boring.
Oh, well, let's talk about some of the boring tests first. So,
Oh my God,
together...
Becky. Right. She was. Go ahead.
Beautiful. Together, the SRI and Swann collaborated on developing tests and protocols that became the standard for remote viewing tests amongst researchers in this field.
Yes, sir.
Again, developing more
Shit.
stuff for this stuff. He's just
He's like
becoming
a trailblazer.
He's becoming a very big player in this.
Yes.
One test that he was subjected to at the SRI was one which involved Swann projecting his consciousness to a location off of a set of randomly selected coordinates on a map.
Yes.
In 10 tests, he was successful 7 times.
7%.
He was
Good
also,
rate.
yes, and it also increased every time afterwards. I think he
like,
said
again,
that they
muscle.
ended up doing like 50 of them. Yes.
Yeah.
He was also just as successful when the coordinates were those of secret bases in other countries that were only corroborated by top secret satellite images, which accurately depicted what he had seen there.
Oh.
Now you can see where the CIA is coming into play with this.
I see it. So the little backstory is they used to use just like, all right, I want you to remote view Phoenix, Arizona. And then he'd remote view it, and it's raining in Phoenix, which is weird because it never rains. They check the weather by calling in because back then there was no computers. Really. I mean, not like as easy as it is now. So they had to call in. It was actually raining or just had rained in Phoenix. But that became difficult because think of it this way. You say, I want you to remote view New York City.
Got it.
Skyscrapers.
Yep.
You're going to say, I see skyscrapers.
I see the Empire State Building.
So that's why they developed this system of coordinate ordinates to make it so that he didn't know where the fuck he's being told. And that would be it. Then he would describe it, and it would be like, boom, that's what it is.
Exactly.
So that's the progression of why it was coordinates. I don't understand. He doesn't even understand, really, I guess, how it works with coordinates, because it's not like
he does describe it a little bit.
He does?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
I'll get to that in a few. But yes, he does. Actually, I'll describe it right now.
I like
my
it.
next one.
Fuck me.
He described that the coordinates seem to work better for him than just a direct target to focus on, because he thought of it as such. Coordinates are used to find a way across the globe physically. And in such, it should also be applicable to the mind as well, as opposed to just visualizing, hey, tell me what you see on this island at this structure. Like you said, you're going to see in your head, you're going to get that, maybe we'll call it
predisposed already.
Yes, false negatives, predisposed, because I've been to Walmart 100 times. I can fucking memorize the aisles, but
exactly,
if you fucking dropped me at a Walmart 5,500 miles away,
And also didn't tell me it was a Walmart 5,500 miles
exactly.
away. You just said it was 27 north, 52 east longitude, and then whatever the latitude is.
Right.
I made some shit up. Hopefully I didn't sound too stupid.
No, but that's a big area because you didn't do minutes and seconds.
Well, yeah, I didn't want, just S a D, all right?
S a D. Oh, sashimi. Thus proving his psychic abilities at work rather than a geographic memory of a map.
Gotcha. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, all right.
So we're just, confirming.
Did you talk about his dream and how he came up with this?
I did not.
Okay. So if I remember correctly, because I didn't write this down, basically I think he was dreaming.
Okay.
And then...
Man, I said that so intensely. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, tell me more. And then he went to a place and a voice spoke to him and said,
Zool,
try using coordinates.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what Zool is, sorry.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay, I'm so sorry.
I opened the fridge and a voice said Zool. Go ahead, sorry.
You're fine. I didn't get the reference, and my bad. Anyways, that's how he suggested using coordinates.
That's cool.
And then the team was skeptical at first, but then obviously grew to be like, oh, fuck, this is working.
The team is skeptical on a lot of shit.
Well, as they should be. That's kind of what makes a good team, right?
Yeah, but at the same time...
You think the Earth is hollow, and I say, you're fucking nuts. And then we go back and forth, and it's like, well, all right, the Earth is hollow.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm kidding. No, it was just an example, a joke.
Yeah, I know, it was a joke. I definitely don't think the Earth is hollow.
Or the moon.
I'm
the one that thinks the moon's hollow.
Look, we can agree on one thing. The Earth is definitely not flat. Those people are fucking 100%. Stupid.
Yeah.
I believe some out there shit, but the Earth is not fucking flat.
I believe less, but still out there shit. But Earth is not fucking flat.
No, it's not. My favorite was when the flat earthers, you can find this clip on YouTube. It's worth a watch. They did this experiment. They're like, if they took these two pedestals, at a certain distance away, did all the math for it. They shined a flashlight at one end, and they had a hole at the other end. And if at the certain height, if they look through the hole, then they could see the flashlight. Then it proved that the Earth is flat because it's on the same plane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Visually.
Right.
But if the Earth is round, it's not going to be looking at the same, because it's at a different
angle.
Yes.
Yes.
So to compensate for that, so they did all the measurements, and so they had the guy set up. He goes, we're going to do the experiment now. This is finally going to prove it. And so he looks through the hole, and he does not see the flashlight. He goes, Walkie's over there. Goes, do you have the flashlight on? He's like, yes. And he goes, He goes, raise it up a little bit to the height that it would be at if the Earth is round. And he raises it up, and you could see through the camera the flashlight. And he goes, that's weird. That's weird. And he goes, put it back down, and it's gone. You can watch it drop out of frame. It's like so good.
If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard, or at 17 feet off the water, the Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're gonna hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
It's flat.
It makes my day, shit like that.
Raise it up to where it would be if the Earth was round. All right. Nothing to see here, folks. Let's just turn the cameras off.
So fucking good. It was like you know the joke, the meme where they play the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song.
Yeah.
It's like ones where they put that on there at the end where it's like, shit. So, Swanee, old Swanee boy.
Let's get back to him.
Together, I just gotta find my place now.
Together as one.
In his years at the SRI, he was influential in the SRI's development of a new training method of remote viewing.
Yeah.
This new training method would become the basis for remote viewing tests conducted by the military under the name controlled remote viewing. Okay. So the controlled remote viewing ended up becoming basically the main thing that the military focused on in their projects.
Right.
And their base set of protocols, commands, instructions, and so forth.
Right.
And he made it. Swann created a 6-stage training method, which was scientifically tested thoroughly and used in these military programs that were confirmed by declassified documents released in recent years by the CIA.
Yeah, I love those documents.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, I didn't read them.
I did not either. But most notably of his remote viewing tests done at SRI were those where he accurately projected his consciousness to the French-administered island of Kerguelen.
I thought you say Elba. That's where old Napoleon Bonaparte.
You were close. Accurately seeing and describing a French-Russian meteorological station.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm sure he hasn't been there before.
Probably not. But more impressive yet, this is the big cheese, the big dog. More impressive yet was his remote.
Aunt Mildred's house.
Aunt Mildred.
Fucking Aunt Mildred from Jersey.
Mike.
Devil.
Jersey Mike. What's that? Oh, that's a restaurant.
Jersey Mike is a sub place that actually I kind of want to try.
I want to try.
Neither way. And anyways, please proceed.
But
where he went.
More impressive yet was remote viewing of a location not on this Earth, but of Jupiter.
Oh, Uranus.
As a way to break free of the mundane, boring tests he was conducting every day, he had an idea for a new test, one that might reignite the adventure of the abilities. Because as he said before, is that the boring produces less results.
Right.
Because he was just hating going to do this every day. I mean, he was getting paid to be part of this.
Very little, but yeah.
Very little, but he was like, I'm doing all these same tests over and over and over.
Right, that gets boring.
Exactly. How many times do you want to guess the fucking shape of a shape in a box or something, you know?
It's my dick in a box.
It's a dick this time.
All right, I see. Guys, am I in the right? Is this a bathroom? Why do I see a penis?
Is this a bathroom this time? So as a way to break free of the mundane, boring tests he was doing,
yes, he
had an idea for a new test that one. I said all of that.
You did. You're talking about Uranus now.
As opposed to remote viewing an object from the next room, he was excited at the idea of pushing his capabilities to extend into space. But there was the issue of credibility of the test. Mm-hmm. He describes the feeling by a test of this nature as ridiculous to some, and in his research community, which the research community was already looked at as ridiculous by some. So it was 2 stages down the line of ridiculous.
Yeah.
After all, you can say the object in the other room is an apple and go confirm it by walking down the hall to the room.
Which was big to him, to be able to confirm feedback.
Right. Exactly. There's controls, there's data, instruments, researchers, and so on, all which make the test credible and back it up with data to wrap it into a nice little bow of a document.
Goddamn right.
Fucking A right.
Data. Science. Haha.
Science, bitch. But to take a space trek to another planet through your mind seemed a little bit out there to the SRI team.
And how the fuck would you confirm something? Any of those claims you have?
Well, this was why he had the whole idea of going to Jupiter.
Why?
He thought it would be an awesome idea for them to get ahead of the September's Pioneer Jupiter flyby mission and see September and see Jupiter first to record details that they could then confirm with their mission.
Yeah.
So,
I like it so
on
far.
April of 1973, he did just that.
Yeah, what do you see?
Well, he decided to conduct the test himself on his own time because SRI said, no, fuck it, we're not doing that shit. Sorry. So he said, fuck you, I'll do it myself. So he did it on his own time at home. But he knew he needed to talk. He knew he needed to have the data to back it all up. He couldn't just say, hey, I went here and I saw this stuff. Here we go. So he did all of his protocols and data.
And wrote it all down.
All himself. He knew that he needed to accurately describe and document the info that he received upon observation of the planet that had not been discovered yet. So that way there was proof that he had first described it before it became common knowledge to anyone else on Earth when it was discovered.
Yes, sir.
He was excited at the thought of being able to prove in September of that year that his findings, prove some of his findings, when the current NASA mission had reached Jupiter. After using the Earth and the Sun, he triangulated Jupiter's position in space to know exactly where he was sending his mind. Because as before, we talked about, he needed a location.
Of course. You can't just wander out there.
Exactly. So he set off on his remote viewing mission. He called it the Jupiter Probe.
Yeah.
He projected his consciousness past our atmosphere, past our moon, pushing deeper and deeper into concentration in space until he finally reached Jupiter. When he was done, he had collected his data, and he sent out copies of the raw data he had gathered to as many people in the proper channels as he could. People who would receive the information and have the means and tools at their disposal to understand and distinguish the truth and information that he had provided.
Incredible.
And by all accounts, it was a success. Many distinguished scientists accepted it, and the portion of acceptance had far outweighed the portion of those who laughed it off, which was to his surprise. He figured everyone was going to think this was bullshit.
Right.
Now that he had completed the test and had his data, it was time to wait for the proof to come in over the next few years. Now is the waiting game.
That's got to be... put yourself in his shoes. That's got to be anxious as fuck. Like,
you send out...
Come on, okay, come on. I just want the data back. Come on, give me the data.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about the data.
Yes, please.
He had 13 factors, as he called it,
Ooh,
that were received as raw data.
Mm-hmm.
These 13 factors were descriptions of data he had collected from his consciousness time on Jupiter, as well as hand-drawn sketches that he had following his probe, as a Jupiter probe. He drew a bunch of shit, too.
Yep.
Well, he's an artist.
No, it wasn't.
It was
negative.
nice.
That's helpful.
Yeah, no, I know. So, let's talk about these 13 factors.
Please do.
13 factors were as follows. 1. The existence of a hydrogen mantle, proven in September 1973 and 1975.
Beautiful.
Storms, proven in 1976. Now, he was
big
specific.
spot.
He was specific on storms. It wasn't just like, man, there's fucking storms there.
Right.
He was specific
Yeah.
on it. But this was proven in 1976. Something like a large tornado,
Oh.
proven in 1976 to be a rotating cyclone.
That was the big spot on Jupiter, right?
Yes.
Okay.
High infrared readings, proven in 1974. Temperature inversion, proven in 1975. Cloud colors and configurations, proven in 1979.
That's not something you can fucking witness by looking in a telescope.
No,
Seriously.
exactly. Dominant orange color scheme.
Again,
Very difficult. Proven in 1979. Presence of water and ice crystals in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Proven in 1975.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Crystal bands that reflect radio probes.
Okay.
Proven in 1975.
Really?
Magnetic and electromagnetic auroras.
Okay.
Proven in 1975.
It's a lot in 1975.
Now, a planetary ring.
yeah.
This was proven in 1979. A fact that before 1979 was denounced to be a possibility on the planet Jupiter by almost every scientist.
He said it was like a Saturn ring, but of asteroids.
Yes, exactly. And everybody, that was one of the things everyone was like, no, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah. Till 1979.
And then it was proven.
And then photographed in early 2000.
Yes. Liquid composition, proven in 1973 and 1976. I believe it was hydrogen, liquid hydrogen. I believe so.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure either.
Mountains and a solid core. As of 1991, not proven, but highly thought to be the case.
Yeah.
Yes. Of those 13...
But that can't be considered proven then. They just think it is.
Exactly. So that's why that's the only
exactly.
one.
Yep.
Of those 13,
Yeah.
only one of them hasn't been confirmed, but is thought to be highly plausible.
Right. And as time goes on, maybe it'll be confirmed. Who knows?
And this was from the book that you and I had covered.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get a chance to do the research and see if by now it had been proven.
Right.
But yeah, by 1975, 6 of the 13 factors had been confirmed. This was that same year.
Again, by 1975,
Yes.
September.
By 75, yes.
Yeah. I know you said I was just, again, reiterating that.
Yeah, I got you.
This was instant, so that
6, yeah,
that leads
instantly
credibility.
6 of them were confirmed.
Yeah. That's a percentage right there, though.
Fuck yeah.
6 out of 13
just
guesses, if you will, guesses.
That's just under half.
Yeah. Exactly.
Which it was only that because of the limitations of the missions that they had sent there.
The later years, yeah.
Exactly. So 6 of the 13 had been confirmed, which gave credibility to his claims of remote viewing the planet Jupiter. His Jupiter probe had been so far a great success. In September of 1973, when the evidence for his claims began rolling in from NASA, his attention shifted from side-eye and laughable tests from...
I think I know what you're saying. Side-eye and laughable.
Yeah,
Right.
test was in there for no reason.
Oh, okay.
His attention shifted from side-eye and laughable to a more positive note. The attention grew and helped the SRI project by increasing the possibilities for testing and the boundaries in which they could push to reach. The CIA was excited at the advantages that an ability like this could provide for the country to get a leg up on any of their enemies.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, I was
say
agreeing with that. I was saying, yeah. And, they really were like MK Ultra and all these other
Yes.
things. They did a lot of experiments with mind control and remote viewing and all this shit.
Fuck.
So,
They had a project that they had another project.
Yeah.
See, I read about it. They had another project that he was part of. I can't remember what it was called. Project something with an S. I can't remember. But anyway, yes, they did a lot of these mind projects. Well, they were fucking doing anything they could.
Yeah.
They probably still are.
I would assume so. But I will neither confirm nor deny this.
Oh, he's part of it, guys.
Yeah,
I knew
Jacques.
it. Jacques Vallée.
It's actually me.
We leave Ingo Swann, part 1, on this
Aw.
high note. A successful mission which kept yielding confirmation of the results. A highly developing ability which did not suffer from the common psychic degrading others had from focusing their abilities too long. Because that was another thing he said, is that he kind of had this ability stronger than others. Because for others, it's like, what's the... Blanking on the word. What's it called? Fatigue.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Others had fatigue on this. If you focus on something for too long, it slowly fatigues out of your mind away.
Right.
You're just fatiguing a muscle.
Right.
Now, for him, he could focus this longer and longer without having fatigue. And we'll call him a bodybuilder in this sense.
Yeah.
He was strong with
He
it.
was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get to the job.
There it is.
I can't really do it, but I tried.
But this is where we leave Ingo Swann in 1975. Just as he received a strange phone call in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And we'll pick back up on that. On part 2 of Ingo Swann.
Incredible story.
Part 2 is
Oh, I'm sorry.
Axelrod, right?
Part 2 of Ingo Swann. Ingo Swann, part 2. Axelrod.
Oh, shit.
Hell of a
Mysterious
name.
phone calls.
It's a great name. It's something to that name, because when I used that name in our laser tag yesterday, I killed it. When I changed the name to the Joker, I sucked.
Yeah. It was
It's
interesting.
all in the name, all right?
It's all in the name. I mean,
That's-
General Obi-Wan had like 50,000 points. I don't know if you
Right?
saw that.
I didn't.
It's
But
incredible.
it doesn't surprise me,
Doesn't surprise me. He's a fucking general, for God's sake.
right? I mean, I want 5 of you to come follow me on the right.
Did you hear him, or were you on our team?
No, you told me
Okay.
before we started.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I did. I can't remember.
It's all
I'm
good.
still riding the high of that. That was incredible.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week, or for us right now, 5 minutes, because we're going to take a break.
Yes.
And It's incredible. The
great.
story. I don't know what's true,
Thank
what's
you
not.
for bringing this story to my attention because I had never heard of this man.
I'm hoping there's a couple other on the docket. I think the same thing. Like when I bring it to you, if you haven't heard of it, you're gonna fucking be woo, yeah, baby.
It's very incredible.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. So, on that note, hit him with the outro. Let's get on the. I don't know. I was gonna rhyme and I got nothing. So
That's
just
all
hit him
good.
with the outro.
All right. Well,
Maestro.
ladies, gentlemen, the Squatches. Thank you all so much for listening. Oh, ladies, gentlemen, the Squatches, and remote viewing capable people.
It's gonna be us soon.
Yes. Thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. If you would like to reach out to us and let us know your thoughts and opinions, you can do so by finding us on Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, and on our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button for auto downloads to listen first thing every Monday morning because we tell you every single week.
Absolutely.
You need us in your ear holes
Yes.
on your boring drive-in. Thank you all. Thank you to
you.
all of the Patreon members. That
And
help
thank you,
keep-
Lennon.
I thank you, Josh.
All right.
Thank you, and to all of our Patreon members.
Absolutely.
Who help keep this podcast a reality. We're grateful for your continued support. If you haven't yet become a member and would like to support us, head to our Patreon, or if you're feeling a little classy, check out our merch selection on our website to visually show your support to your friends and family.
Sir, links are in the description below. Just click on it. Goes right to it.
Yes, it does. Check our 5...
Check our 5.
No. Drop us a 5
It's usually check our 6. That's
Check it.
behind us.
Drop us a 5-star rating and write us a review. Tell us what you love and how you were enjoying the show.
Hey, we say it every week. I know the giveaway is over. We'll do another one later. But it really does help us as monotonous and
Even if you just do
not
it-
monotonous. I'm sorry. Cut that word. Monotonous. As often and boring as you constantly hear it, it does help us.
Just
helps
the
us
quick
to grow.
The quick 3 seconds to even just hit a 5-star
Exactly.
review.
And it helps us to
If you
keep
believe it.
going. Keep going.
Yes, exactly.
Which we would like to do.
For sure. I enjoy the hell out of this.
We do. I know we mentioned this about a month ago, and I wasn't ready to do it. But subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Okay.
Okay? Every month, and this is July, mid-July, so everybody in the past and everybody that subscribes in the next couple of weeks are going to be entered into a giveaway every month.
Okay.
Every new subscriber will be entered into a giveaway. You're not entered in every month. That'd be a little much.
Yes.
Or would it? And we'll be giving away a $50 gift card.
Okay.
It's mostly me. I'm giving away a $50 gift card because I handle the YouTube.
Where's this gift card to?
It's a what they call it, vanilla. It's a wherever you like.
A Visa one.
Visa, thank you. Wherever you like.
We're giving you vanilla ice cream gift card.
Yes,
For $50.
only vanilla.
Hey, that's the best kind.
Yeah, but you have to subscribe. And the thing is I need to be able to see who the hell you are because if you're hidden on YouTube, I can't see you.
Sure.
Which means you don't get entered. So unhide yourself.
Unhide it. Can I subscribe if you entered?
No. Unfortunately,
Shit.
unfortunately,
I
families
love vanilla ice cream.
not able
Included.
to- yeah, that would be unfair, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyways, please proceed.
I shall.
I've been forgetting for multiple episodes. To say
I
that.
forgot to. So tell us what you love and how you're enjoying the show. Share us on your socials and tell your cryptid-loving friends and family about us. Subscribe, hit the bell, and subscribe for $50 on YouTube. This all helps us to grow and bring you even more great content for you to enjoy.
Do it.
Join us next Monday for our next incredible episode. You may write us, rate us, review us, but remember to always stay curious, be vigilant, and don't touch my Sasquatch.
Don't do it. He's currently remote viewing Jupiter today.
Ooh.
Yeah. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.
See ya.
Woo!
All right, you ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that was very close.
That had to be it.
That was excellent.
With your fucking green on.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're not on my team. You haven't been the whole time.
Sorry before that I ran
It
up.
was like instant, like, get out of here. The thing I didn't know is if we shot our own teammates, did it
Yes.
deduct points?
Points, yes.
Because I accidentally shot my own teammate like 15 times. It's the first game we played, like the first round, I should say. Mm-hmm. I had the suit I had, which seemed to be the same suit, had no sound. The second game, also my shit was talking to me. I was like, this is so much easier. Nice hit. Oh, I'm fucking killing it over here.
Into the CIA's investigation and tests.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about the man himself. Do we do an LHC for this?
Yeah, I was hoping you would.
I'm going squatching.
So graphic was a second about this.
The Lord's work.
The Lord's work. Hey, tell me your thought instructor.
Why is she wearing a penis? Penis.
But I'm gonna cut it.
All right, we're gonna cut both those.
Yeah, hence the surprise. 1, drink time.
Oh, I never thought about that. Oh, sorry. I need to adjust it. Oh, it's gonna be a lot of noise for a sec. Oh, well, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll fix you later. All right.
All right. He went, peace be with you.
Peace be with you, my child.
Oh.
Oh, no, get power.
Yes.
Oh, we're still on. We're still recording. Hold on. Let's stop recording. Audio.
I was like, you got me.
You good, you.
You got me. Just we're on the same team.
Hey, that's how you win the game, baby.
Dijon master. I'm alright. Oh, you guys always doing
You
this.
dirty little sons of bitches.
Ah, it's a strip club.
I didn't give enough pizzazz the first time.
Ah,
Yeah, peace.
it's a piece.